where the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 12th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Oh, incomplete. He's very lucky that wasn't intercepted here on the opening possession. I'd like to have that one back. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
The punting unit on the field after the 3rd down incompletion. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
This will be touchdown just inside the 40. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And the runner takes off to his right. How's the spin move? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Second down play coming up. offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually...
And he lofts one deep over the middle. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? A jet sweep here. Can the receiver get the edge? He's brought down out at the 46. Third down after that running play. Big throw caught on the left side. Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Would have been his 2nd pick today.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. Money comes for his 2nd punt of the game. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? That run moves the ball across the 35.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The gain makes it second and medium. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot on what will be the final play of the first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tie.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job. Too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's an out route, the catch made. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. High completion makes it 2nd and medium. Press coverage now from these DBs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. You'd like to think that the wide receiver can shake him. But this linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
Here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Let's it fly to the wideout. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
The offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's 3rd and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And they will trot out the field goal team here. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
1st down here, the offense has time for 1 more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Second down after the incompletion. They'll change the pre-snap look now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick grab. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quick completion to the tight end. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
2nd down after that completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Finds his target. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Tries to get it to the running back. The throw complete to the running back underneath. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. 1st and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And now here comes the point after attempt. Oh, he missed it. It's no good, and they still trail by a point. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And they tack on the extra point. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. The shotgun running play call. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. First down and 10 now. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the long route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Soccer with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, great chance at an interception. Could not hold on in the end zone. He'll set up a third down call.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a third and short from the 20. Now they'll run a draw play. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
It's a run. Running back's got it. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. What can they do here? He makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Try and muscle for the first down. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass is caught. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. It's a shotgun run call. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The tight end has got it, and he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. Here we are late in a one-score game, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing, but they needed more than that here, and they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. When you talk about a confidence booster going forward.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
The important PAT gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his third interception of the day. Look out, he's got some space. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
But his defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
Offense comes out to start this drive. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The extra point up and good, so the lead now is 8 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Quick throw to his receiver. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He breaks free. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take another shot right here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They'll try to run this one in. He's swarmed by the defense. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete on a very risky throw in the end zone. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at the 35. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in the... They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. New set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. A quick juke. Good enough for first down yardage.
Nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He shreds the tackle. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Alabama will likely just try to run the clock out here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 to become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.